Well, welcome back to the homestead. Last week I gave you just kind of a brief overview of the layout of the electrical system for the house. And since then, me and my buddies have come through and we've pulled all the 110 lines for the house. And downstairs we've got them all tacked down. We've got them pulled into the boxes, the sheathing stripped off of them, the grounds connected, and the wires rolled up and tucked back in the box so that they're ready for the drywall to get put over them. Now upstairs I've still got to strip the wires out and connect the grounds and get them put back in the boxes, but all the wires are pulled. So getting them tidied up and put in the box is one of the things I need to do today. I've also got a knee wall upstairs that I need to frame up, and then I've got a brace I need to put in the equipment room to mount a light fixture up there. And downstairs in the half bath, I need to lower the ceiling a little bit so that I have enough flat area on it to mount a light fixture. So those are the items I'm hoping to get through with today. Like I said, I've already spent the bulk of the day out here just getting the house cleaned back up after all the drilling and everything that we've done. But now that it's tidied up a little bit and I can work in it, I'm hoping to get those few little items checked off, and then next week when the electricians are back, hopefully we can finish up the 220 and maybe even finish up the rough end of the wiring. I don't know. We do still have to mount the breaker panel behind me. I'm not sure if they have that in yet, but at any rate, first things first, let's get upstairs and see if we can get that knee wall framed up and get that checked off the list. All right, so for this knee wall that I'm going to frame up, the top plate on it is going to be at a 45-degree angle because it's the bottom side of the roof. So the first thing I need to do is take a 2x6 and rip one edge of it down at a 45. So when I attach the 2x6 to the bottom of the joist here, one edge of that will be vertical for the drywall. So let's go ahead and get that started, and then we'll see about cutting the studs and the bottom plate for it. All right, well, changing plans. My favorite skill saw, the one my uncle gave me, the brushes went bad in it, and I haven't had a chance to replace those yet. The only skill saw I have out here right now is this cheap DeWalt, and I'm very unhappy with that skill saw. The blade is not square to the fence, and it just doesn't have the power. Without it being square, I can't use my Craig jig to rip this 2x6, and freehanding it's not working very well. So rather than wasting a bunch of boards and aggravating myself, I'm just going to wait on that knee wall until I get a table saw or a better skill saw out here. And in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and start working on the light fixture in the equipment room, and then I'll jump downstairs and do the ceiling for the half bath. So I finished the light in the equipment room. We've got that hung, and we've got the ceiling in the half bathroom dropped down so that we can get a light fixture on it. And the last thing I need to do today is get the wires in these upstairs receptacles. I need to get them trimmed to length, the sheathing stripped off of them, the grounds connected, and then all of it rolled back up into the box so that the drywall can be hung over it. So let's go ahead and get started on that and see if we can't get that checked off. All right, well, that's going to do it for me today. Like I said, I think once Glenn does the switch boxes, we've got a couple of 220 runs to do, and then we've got to pull the main feed for the breaker box to the panel. We've got to mount the panel and the breaker box, and I think that's it until the drywall's up. But I'm not the one running the electrical show. That's going to be Glenn, so I'll have to wait and see if that's really all or if he's got something else we need to do. But anyway, that's all we're going to get done today, and y'all keep checking back.